Just a moment. We will be going live in a few. It's great to start off the season. I mean, we're starting off the preseason, but I call it the season. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just give us a second. We will be going on in a few. Saints fans, it's man, I tell you, man, it's great to be back. It's great to be back, you guys. It's great to be back. It's great to be back. I mean, I know it's only preseason, but Larry and Humphrey, I look, I don't know. I'm not speaking for you guys, but I think this is. I, this is one of more. Look, last year I was not excited. I wasn't excited. There was too many bad things that happened to our New Orleans Saints last year. There was too many bad things. I really believe, and I'm going to honestly tell Larry and Humphrey, I believe if Jameis would have never got injured, if Jameis Winston would have never gotten injured, that the Saints would have been in the playoffs. I really believe that's how good the New Orleans Saints was last year. The Saints had multiple injuries in key places, not just at the quarterback position, okay? Not just at the quarterback position. And then you notice that the defense came on at the end of the season. They started to become that team we thought they were, okay? Lattimore in that secondary, Matthews and them, we was questioning, a lot of us was questioning Tyrann Matthews. There's a lot of us. We were questioning Tyrann Matthews. And I ain't gonna lie, I was talking about cutting his ass. But at the end of the season, the brother started to look like Tyrann Matthews. I'm just look. I gotta say what I was saying wrong, and I gotta sit there and talk about the facts. Okay, we got shout out to Tidra. I said Tidra covered in the house. And let me tell you something. As a Saints fan, what is your expectations of this preseason? What do you expect out of this preseason game? And the starters are playing. Dan Allen is not cutting back. He said that he want to see his guys play. And what positions are you guys are really keying in? Starting with you, Larry.
I'm keying in on that O-line. That O-line is the key to the whole offense. That's the whole key to the offense clicking. That O-line, if it's like it was last year where they were just running through us, we got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the O-line. And I'm gonna tell you another one, the defensive line, because no matter how much we can sit here and say that the Saints have, we don't know. These are the unknown factors, replacing these guys that we had on a defensive line. And I can sit here and tell you, I want to see the rookie. I want to see the rookie, Brzee. I want to see this kid. I want to see these players really. To be honest with you guys, I want to see a lot of these replacements. These guys who came in from the Jets. These guys who came. I want to see some of these guys. These are unknown factors for this team: the offensive line and the defensive line. And I want to see Peyton Turner. I want to see Peyton Turner because a lot of you guys have criticized Peyton Turner, calling him in. I remember we did this with the young man who went to the Cincinnati Bengals. We did this.
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, we were calling this man. We were sitting there saying that he was a bust. He's injury prone. And then when he finally got it together, we lost him. When he finally got it together. So, and I'm going with you, Humphrey. What you think about this, Humphrey?
Hey, bro, you hit the nail right on the head, bro. Because that's what and Larry did it too. So it's basically the trenches. That's really the question marks that I have. And and the D line. Sure. We went in the draft. with the D line, the breezy guy, and you know the guy from Cincinnati, not Cincinnati, from the Jets and
Notre
KC.
Dame, Foskey.
Oh my God, man! Look, I'm a Michigan guy, dog, so I hate Notre Dame guys, dog. So you know we'll see how this Jalen Smith thing works out. But I'm a Michigan guy, dog, so I hate Notre Dame. But you know that's on another note. That's on another note, dog. So you know, but at the same point, dog, you know, I felt like that was a question mark that we didn't need to get the Foskey guy at 2. We needed interior line help. I thought we should have went with Cody Marsh, you know, who went to Tampa Bay the next pick right after. So, you know, I mean, hey, well, you know, but the draft is over. You know, I'm an armchair GM, but you know, hey, bro, you know, it is what it is right now. Let's see what we got.
Okay, we're gonna go with we got my brother Henry in the house. What's up, Henry? And what do you think? What are you looking at this team? Or what position that you're looking at in this preseason game? Because I'm gonna watch the whole damn thing. Look, I'm like TJ Covington. I'm like in Hayner. That is a wild one. Hayner is a wild one. I can sit here and tell y'all that I like the kid. I hope this is not gonna end up in a situation like we saw the young man that was drafted from that we had got from Notre Dame. You guys remember the kid from Notre Dame that we picked up. So I hope it don't end up like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think the kid is just absolutely unbelievable in practice. I'm watching his practice. In practice, he is totally ahead of the kid from Notre Dame. I can't even think of the kid from Notre Dame right now. But we're gonna turn this to the host. I am just the co-host of the Baddest Full Show podcast. We're gonna turn this over to the host. Every 504. I don't know where he went, but
what's up, fellas? Who that?
He just comes in
Who
and comes
that?
out. We're gonna give it up to him in a few seconds. I don't know, he's having technical difficulties. Ian Book. So I'm gonna take a backseat to my son. And Henry, you take that question on. We cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, to answer your question, how you fellas doing, man? Good morning.
Sure.
What's happening, bro?
I'm looking forward to, like y'all said, the interior line, defensive, offensive line, but also our new wide receivers. I want to see how those young guys do catching the ball. I know Derek Carr said he might play more than he think he may play. So I want to see Derek Carr kind of get the ball out to them, see if they can catch, if they can, make moves after the catch, stuff like that. I'm looking forward to seeing how those young guys do catching the football.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm look that now that's awesome what you said. I'm looking at the receivers, the tight ends. For those who watching, I know you guys seen what the Saints are doing, and what the Saints are doing is unbelievable. They going at. I mean, they just picking up tight end after tight end and tight end after tight end. The Saints are going to throw the ball to the tight end. They're going to throw the ball to the tight end, and they're going to run the football. They're picking up multiple backs to run the football, even though they didn't get the kid that everybody wanted from Kansas City, Kareem Hunt. Even though they didn't end up with him, I still believe that the Saints are focusing on running the football and passing the football to the tight end. They're going back to the old school. I'm digging it out what I'm seeing in practice. And if you look at some of these things in practice, you see where the football is going. It's mostly going to the tight end. So I'm gonna let the host take over if he's back. Go ahead.
What up, EJ?
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
All right, good. Because I was having
What's up now?
connection problems, man. Look, man, this full season, baby, y'all excited today, man? It is a Sunday too. It's crazy how things work out, man. The Saints get to play on a Sunday, man, against these Chiefs, man. It's a good matchup. You got Patrick Mahomes coming into town. Andy Reid likes to play his starters. So, man, I'm excited, man. And Dennis Allen he didn't hold back. He said this week, hey, if everybody is healthy, we're going to play them. So I'm ready to see my guys, play a couple of, series and get them out of there. I just want to see a couple of things from them. I don't want to see too much because, our injury history and how things get. But, like I said, I want to see, Derek Carr. Let me see what he has cooked up with Chris Olave. I've heard a lot that they have had a good connection in training camp. I've also heard, Jamal Williams is, running that doggone ball because we're gonna need him now that AK is out for 3 games. I'm hearing the offensive line looks a lot better. So I want to see these things on offense. Defensively, I want to see the same things that I've been seeing, all throughout Saints football these past 3 years. Just shut them down.
Right.
What a way, to start against Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a guy that you want to go ahead and play against. He's gonna make you better. That's the best.
Yeah.
They just won the Super Bowl. So DeMario's not playing tonight, but look, you got Pete Werner, you got Marshawn Lattimore, you got Tyrann Mathieu, you got Marcus May, you got all these guys that you want to see. Cameron Jordan, Brian Preseason, your first round draft pick. You want to see these guys out here get this action and see how they look, man. So I'm excited about it, man. This is a good Sunday, man. New Orleans Saints football. I know we all been waiting on this for the longest time. I know y'all been asking that, when we coming back on live. So we here, baby. We back in football season, doing our live again. I'm glad to see the team back together. We got Hump, we got Larry, we got Uncle Henry, and of course we got Everett 504 Dad in the chat, man. So what y'all been talking about, man, this morning? So I can go ahead and be caught up with everything.
Look. Well, I mean, I want to jump on another note where, just something just to kind of keep our eye on right quick, dog. So what y'all think about this Chucky hanging around there, bro?
He talking about,
I'm talking about
John
Chucky.
Gruden. You talking about Gruden
over there. Okay, that tells Hump, that is a very good question. I'm glad you started out with that. That's
it's interesting.
Some interesting stuff going on right there. Okay, when I first seen it, I'm thinking, okay, this is just a little thing. John Gruden and Derek Carr had history before. He's been around, Derek Carr, and Derek Carr has played his best football under John Gruden. So I was thinking, okay, maybe, we're getting a little pointers from him and everything. But now that he's still lingering around and training camp tells me a lot. I really feel like Dennis Allen and Pete, Sneaky Pete over there, they're trying to go ahead and make sure that they're not messing this up this season. Okay, that they're trying to go ahead and get the best out of their offense. Okay, at first, I was like, okay, I'm kind of like, questioning it, and I'm kind of confused. But then at the same time, I'm understanding it because look, they got a lot of pressure, both of them, both of these guys, Dennis Allen and Mr. Pete. Look, I'm just telling you, if they don't win this year, both of them probably be fired by mid-season. Remember I said this by mid-season. So for them to bring in somebody by John Gruden's name, look, and we know his history. We know he's had a lot of bad things going on with him. But you want to pick up his offensive mind because he's the one that's got the best out of Derek Carr. He's the one that's got to play really good that season. So I'm not mad at it.
Let me tell you. Let me pick it back. You can't be. First of all, there's not a chance in hell John Gruden is hired by the New Orleans Saints. First of all, you got to understand that's not a chance in hell. Okay, that just ain't gonna happen. It's just it's a PR thing. New Orleans is not the market for John Gruden. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, now John Gruden coming in as a consultant, this is excellent. Why wouldn't you want a man that has the knowledge of a Sean Payton around a guy like Pete Carmichael who can actually break down?
It's just like Mike D'Antoni being a consultant for the president.
What's wrong with that? I don't see it. Let me tell you something. One thing we know about John Gruden, he knows football. He knows football. He might be a racist person, whatever he is, he knows football. And if I'm going to take football and I'm going to take the knowledge from him and as a consultant to the game, that's it. I'm good with that. And let me tell you something. We gotta actually give credit to Pete Carmichael for not, people got egos,
Like I said, Pete.
Right.
It says a lot about Pete. Pete said,
it says a lot. He gotta want to say to that.
Yeah, he said he messed up the
I'm gonna tell
first
y'all
time
what it
around.
is.
Go ahead, Larry.
I'm gonna tell
Oh, I
y'all
ain't
what it
never
is.
gonna respect a racist neither.
I'm gonna
Let
tell
me
y'all
tell you
what it
something,
is.
Tidra. Tidra, I'm right there with you. There's no way in the world I would want this man as our coach. He's a racist. But the whole point is, as far as who got the best out of Derek Carr, and we're changing into a new system. We're moving ahead. This
It's
is
the
this is
same.
this is the guy that you need.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. That offense was tailored for Drew Brees.
Right,
They expected Jameis and Andy Dalton to make the same
right.
decisions that Drew Brees would have made, and
Correct.
they can't do it. So now they brought in
Correct.
Chucky to try to change the offense and make it tailored to more Derek Carr.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
To tell it
And it's
towards
similar.
what he
It's
do
very
best.
similar to Drew Brees. It's very
Correct.
similar to
Correct.
Drew Brees because
Look.
what they're doing, they're throwing the ball out the backfield. If you go back to the practices, you watch Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is doing Marshall Faulk type of routes. He's out there catching the ball out the backfield. They're using him at wide receiver. They're doing more. They're doing what they used to do when they had Drew Brees at quarterback. They throw the
Reggie
ball. They
Bush.
did screens. They're using the screen game again. We
They-
didn't see that with Jameis Winston.
We
And
didn't see that at all.
we
with
didn't see it
Andy,
at
You know,
all.
I thought they just got rid of him.
we didn't see it with Andy
Let's
either.
And not even with Andy
let's be
Dalton.
Nah.
honest here too. Let's be honest here about Derek Carr and Drew Brees. Okay, now by no means I'm sitting here comparing these two
They're not
as
the same.
far as they're
They're
not the
not the
same
same.
quarterback. Okay, they have different abilities. Okay, they have similar things that they can do. Now like Dad just alluded to. Okay, now they both can go ahead and get it to a running back out the backfield. They both can check it down. They both are very smart in the game of football. But let me tell you something. Drew Brees is more intermediate, short route, mind game type of person.
Drew was messed.
Right.
Derek Carr is gonna get into you deeper. Okay, he's not gonna. You remember when Drew Brees was, and I hate to say this, Saints fans used to get on Drew Brees when he was getting older in his age about him not going deep enough. Not being a deep passer enough. That Drew Brees was never that. Drew Brees was always intermediate. Post. In route. Slant Michael Thomas type stuff. He was never that. You just got to go deep every single time. No, Drew Brees didn't have to be that guy.
He took what the
Derek
defense was
Carr,
going to give him. He took what
right?
the defense was going to give him.
Exactly. Drew Brees was smart enough to pick apart your defense. He didn't have to gain a whole 100 yards in one play. Okay,
Right, that was
Derek
yards
Carr,
after the catch they would get. Yep, that's correct.
Exactly. So Derek Carr, on the other hand, okay, he's smart as well. Very, very. He pays attention very, very well. Okay, but the difference here is he's not going to pick you apart as much like Drew Brees is. He's going to need over the top plays. He's going to need Chris Olave to beat you one-on-one over the top. He's going to need Rashid Shaheed to beat you one-on-one over the top. Okay, he's going to need Michael Thomas to get you a post route. He's more deeper. He needs deep routes in his success. And along with giving it out to Alvin Kamara out the backfield and stuff like that. So it's a different. It's like the same, but it's different. So you see Pete Carmichael and you see Dennis Allen, and they finally getting their hands on Derek Carr instead of watching film, and you see him in person and think, and you watch film and you thinking, okay, we can just plug him in like Drew Brees. No, it doesn't work like that. When you finally get him out there and he's in training camp and you start to see, oh man, he don't work like that, then you bring in somebody like John Gruden who knows how he works and how he operates, and that's what you do. And like I said, I don't have no problem with John Gruden being in there as long as he's improving Derek Carr. You shouldn't be mad at that. Okay, now as far as being a coach, that's a different story.
Hell
That's
no.
That's a different
Hell
story.
no.
He
There
hasn't
is a
earned
reason they
enough.
brought him in. There's a reason they brought him in, EJ. There's a reason
Right.
they brought him in. And I agree
That's
with
what
what you're
they
saying.
brought him in for his experience.
Yep.
And we got mean short game in the house. This is
What's happening?
it's so
What's up, fella?
awesome to see.
Wow.
We got it flowing, y'all. I'm surprised we don't see
What's
DeAndre
poppin'? What's
Nunnery, but we
poppin'?
see Mean in the house. Go ahead,
What's
Mean.
happening?
What's going on, fellas? Beautiful
All
day.
right.
What you
Like
Yes,
looking
sir.
forward to
we've been
this game?
it's been a long time coming. Can y'all fellas hear me?
Oh yeah.
We can
Yeah,
hear
you
you.
just
We can
fine.
hear you.
It's been a long time coming for football. We anticipated this. Look, shout out to my big bro Everett. We had a conversation like earlier in the season about Derek Carr. I actually was screen recorded and I'm gonna post it in a group because us fellas and some ladies like to keep our and shout out to Nas. They were real optimistic about Derek Carr early on. And it's not that I, as a Saints fan, knocked it. It's just we look same thing with Jameis. We look at these guys' success based on the teams that they're with. So soon as this guy became a Saint, I instantly saw success with him. So
Right.
it's tools and things that Derek Carr didn't have at his disposal. My bad. When it comes to that, and you look at what the Saints got, he don't have no excuses this year, fellas. So I'm looking for Derek Carr to go far, but it all starts with play calling. I'm excited. I'm praying because I'm like, well, they're starting starters, so that's a lot goes into that preseason early, but we can't be biased because if they sit and then they come out rusty, we like, well, they should have played some more preseason. So by us playing game, it's gonna go fast, fellas. So we're looking at a transformation with Derek Carr with Michael Thomas at his disposal and Chris Olave and Shaheed, and you got Jimmy Graham back, man. Look,
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man.
Got the Graham at the goal line.
You get chills because now it's finally all really coming together. So it's up to Pete Carmichael. I want Dennis Allen to let him just let him do his job. You focus solely on coaching the team and your defense, and we'll thrive. But when you try to, it becomes a mixed bag. We fail at succession. So just let Pete Carmichael call the plays. We're gonna have some splash plays. I'm looking for us to really go out there and execute. And then when these 3 weeks are over, fellas, we can say, okay, my team ready. That's what I'm evaluating. So when I look at them today, I'm excited, but I'm also like, okay, I'm excited to see some of the guys to just chill. I want to see them, the camaraderie. I want to see it. And I think it's gonna start for us early on. So that's what I'm looking forward to, guys.
I want to do a special shout out to Teacher Covington, because one thing I see, I'm always checking other podcasts, and I like to see who Saints fans really are. And Teacher Covington is always supporting the New Orleans Saints, even on his Twitter account. So you guys make sure y'all follow Teacher Covington. If you really want to get a person who know the game, who actually know and know what he's talking about, please subscribe to Teacher Covington, y'all. This brother here knows the game, and like I said, he be really drilling a lot of these fake Saints fans. Okay. Shout out to Ryan, and shout out to Christopher. Shout out to Christopher. And we gonna, Christopher is one of our long time.
Hey man, shout out to all y'all in the chat, man. We see y'all.
JT, T Dirty, T Dirty in the house.
We see y'all, man. Look, I know, hey, Dad. I know they've been waiting so long for football season, man. Look at the views, man. Look at everybody in the chat, man. They couldn't wait till we got back online, man. They were like, man, when you boys coming back, man?
We tell you, we the game day crew. We are the game day crew ever, and shout out to all the great podcasters out there. You guys be doing your damn thing. But let me tell you something. On the game day, the morning crew, this is the morning crew, y'all. Well, and the post game crew, this is what we do, y'all. And remember, we are the people of the fans. If y'all want to come up on a panel, and y'all pissed off, we open up the lines for you guys all the time.
Welcome. Everyone is welcome. Say your piece. Say your piece.
And shout out to the great Dank. Shout out to the great Dank, because let me tell you something about Dank, y'all. Dank has been a part of the Bad Sports Show podcast on Facebook for years, and he has been destroying people, and he has also been taking his ass with him too. But the brother, when I tell you the brother is loyal, one of my best buddies I ever seen out here, and Henry and and Hump and Larry. We got a super panel. That's what I call a super panel, and we got Mean Shogun and the ladies who are part of the Bad Sports Show podcast. Shout out to Keandra Nunnery, she's not here, and Mean Shogun. We got the two best women on.
Hey man, that's true 504 ladies right there, man. True 504 ladies.
They love this thing.
That's what you want right there, man. Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
It's the passion behind it.
to Mean Shoe Game's point, because I love it. I love everything she hit on, but the most important thing that she said today is that, okay, Saints fans, don't let the Saints come out here and look rusty, and y'all sit there and go ahead and overreact and talk about some, oh, the season is over with, oh, Derek Carr trash, and Michael Thomas not the same, and all this type of stuff. Look, this is the first preseason game, y'all.
It's coming.
This is the first preseason game.
Oh, yes, sir.
Like y'all,
hey, bro.
Don't set your expectations so high to where you can't see flaws. Okay, things gonna happen. Derek Carr is not gonna get everything correct during these drives. Jamal Williams not gonna get everything correct. During these drives. This is a relatively new football team we're looking at this season. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna take some time.
Y'all gotta. Yes. Yeah. Y'all gotta sit there, watch the game, and look for key things that don't look right and that look. Also, too, let's point out. I know. Some of y'all was watching Sean Payton in Bronco Land, and I know y'all saw how things kind of went with him and Russell Wilson. It kind of looked kind of rough, on the first 3 drives. The Arizona Cardinals out of all defenses, because everybody predicted the Arizona Cardinals to have a bad defense, but the Broncos offense looked pretty bad out there. So
so that goes to say that maybe it was more Drew Brees than Sean Payton.
And that's what I've been telling you. I was saying it was Drew.
No. Hold up. I've been saying this. Hold up now. I know y'all think I hate Sean Payton. I do not hate Sean Payton. I know you guys all said that I'm the biggest Sean Payton haters. It's just that I kind of feel that when you had the talent that the Saints have had, and I just feel like he underused a Drew Brees who should have had 4 Super Bowls. And that goes down. Greatest Sean Payton is and always will be to me. The problem with Sean was his ego. Sometimes he couldn't get his ego out of his ass, and he was too fast to fire Steve Spagnuolo. I thought that was a bad move because Steve Spagnuolo it was all about your talent. It wasn't about your defense. It was your talent. Steve Spagnuolo went on to win the Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. He went on. You can't tell me the man forgot how to coach. He has more Super Bowls than Sean Payton do. And Sean Payton's ego caused him to fire a good coach, in my opinion.
You did it to Rob Ryan too.
Yeah, Rob Ryan. You didn't surround because Rob Ryan had the team top 5 before the debacle. Okay, and I just really believe Sean Payton got in the Saints' way. He really did in multiple times. Y'all notice that Dennis Allen got more people from LSU wanting to play for the Saints now. All of a sudden, Drew Brees.
He got Jimmy Graham to come home.
Yeah, he got Jimmy Graham to come home, and Jimmy Graham said he wanted to come home 3 years ago. So it's starting to make me realize that Sean Eagle, once he gets pissed off with you, you can never come back. The dude came back with Malcolm Jenkins.
Same thing with Brandon Cook.
Look at some of the plays you called, y'all. Y'all think that's not true? Look at the plays in the games we should have won. When we should have went to the NFC Championship and all that. That was ego.
I'm gonna point something out.
Ego, man, it's so much ego. We should have had 4 Super Bowls. Anybody want to debate me and tell me the Saints shouldn't have had Super Bowls? Drew Brees should have been MVP by now. And it's just to me, and let me tell you something. Scoring from behind, Drew Brees had 3 times that he hit 5,000 yards. That's because we were losers. When you playing from behind, anybody gonna hit 5,000 yards.
That wasn't what the problem was. I'm gonna tell you what the problem was, and I noticed it last night. Did y'all watch that Broncos game last night?
No, I didn't get a chance.
If y'all look at the highlights, that game looked so familiar. Know why? Because the Broncos took the lead, and I thought they had the game, but the Cardinals marched down at the last minute and scored. Sean Payton always feel a weak defense. As long as that defense weak, your offense got to put them points up and yards up. And I kept telling y'all it was smoke and mirrors. When I kept saying smoke and mirrors, that's what I was talking about.
So
The
Larry, are
defense.
you glad that he's gone because of that? When you see that, are you glad that he's not with us anymore?
I'm
Man, no,
glad we. I'm
I
glad we
like
got
Sean.
change. I'm
I
glad
like
we
Sean.
got change.
I think that what
Okay.
Sean should have did, Sean is stupid, because if you'd have been patient, he could have waited and got this team now. If he would have been patient, and because see, this is what eggs me on about great coaches, because it's the same thing going on with Belichick, which I love Belichick, the fact that he's staying there regardless. But Belichick was a product of a great Hall of Fame quarterback. Bill Belichick, if you go look at his history, he was with the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland was not getting over the hump. Cleveland was always, they fired him. He went on to go on and become the Patriots coach with a Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe was not a bad quarterback. So he got him, Drew Bledsoe got him with some winning, got winning under his belt. Then they got a Tom Brady, and that gave him a legacy. I'm telling you, there's no coach without a great quarterback. I don't give a damn who you are. There's no, without players, you don't tell me a coach is better than the players. Players and coaches match down the middle. And New Orleans would have won if they would have had a defense. And let me tell you something. In 2011, nobody can tell me that wasn't the best team in the NFL. That was the best team in the NFL.
That was the best team in the NFL in 2011. Yes,
but I also got one more. I got one more thing to point out. I got one more thing to point out. Now, I believe the NFL is scripted to a certain degree, right? Now, that year we won that Super Bowl, we wasn't supposed to win it. But Sean Payton went against.
Supposed to win it. Did you see the confetti?
But
it was blue and white.
Yeah, but Sean Payton went against the grain and got us that Super Bowl, right? And if you notice, after that, we couldn't catch a break. Roger Goodell was on our ass.
Yep.
It wasn't that he hated the Saints; it's that he hated Sean Payton. And now that Sean Payton gone,
we should see some success.
Look at the no. It ain't about the success. It's about how he not heavy-handed with us no more for us player suspensions now. Alvin Kamara got 3 games, and he should have got at least half a season.
Yep.
If not the whole season. Alvin Kamara got 3 games.
That's true. I totally agree. And
that's why Sean left. Because he knew. He knew. That's why Sean had to go. He knew.
Yeah.
I really feel like Sean has put a lot of pressure on himself. You know, him leaving the Saints. Look, I really feel like Sean is infatuated with winning, and we all know.
He infatuated with himself. He infatuated with himself.
I truly feel like he could not handle the Saints just being bad for a couple of years. Like, let's just be honest. Last year, I know we was hyped up last year, but we can start to see by like week 3, week 4, week 5, the Saints were not a good football team. And I think Sean and he just was ready to wait to develop these boys. He just wanted to go ahead and have his quarterback, you know, and do that. You know, a lot of pressure for himself. You know, he's got to do a lot over there for Russ. He's got to fix Russ. He's got to fix that offense over there. Did y'all see the comments he made over there to Nathaniel Hackett and the Jets? I mean, he talking crazy, and he hasn't done anything yet with the Broncos. You know, you only creating more pressure for yourself. You know, so I appreciate Sean for everything he's done in that number, you know, for New Orleans, but you know, that's not my coach right now. You know, I don't worry about
the arrogance we talked about, son. That's what we talked about. You brought up one part that makes so much sense. Nathaniel Hackett. You don't have why would you even have to say something about the past coach? You're trying to bring your own identity somewhere. Why would you even do that? Nathaniel Hackett is nobody. The man has never won anything. He's a rookie head coach. So what you doing? Would you say that about Bill Belichick when he was a rookie head coach? Would you talk about all these other coaches who failed in their first year? You didn't even talk about Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen was one of your guys. Dennis Allen failed in Oakland, but you didn't talk about Dennis Allen. He does these things, bro, and it's just wrong. You don't do that. That man may never get another opportunity. That's some shady shit. The man may not ever get another opportunity because a Hall of Fame coach like Dennis. Like Peyton sitting out there saying bad shit like that, bro. That's foul, bro. You know, and shout out to Ryan Clark. Shout out to Ryan Clark from New Orleans. Man, shout out Ryan Clark for calling his ass out. It's real, bro. Sean Payton, arrogant.
I shout out to him on that one. Look, Sean Payton know better than that. You know.
Hold on, Dank. Hold on.
Back and said, you know, he came back and said, you know, hey, that's my announcer coming out of me. But no, bro, we know who that is, Sean. That's you. That's your ego. That's how you been rolling, man. You've been doing this, you know, since you was with us. You know, you just got a problem with certain things, and you want everything to be your way, and everything ain't your way, man. Everything can't go your way. You know.
I think that was the problem with the players too. They couldn't say it at the time. I'm sorry if I interrupt you.
You good?
They couldn't say it at the time, but I think that's why Jimmy came back now, because Sean is gone, and he can actually be a player. I think there was a lot going on there. But Sean did say he was sorry for saying that. But I agree with what you said. I think it's a lot about his ego.
I got to point something out to Dank. And you know when I make my points, they got facts that back it up. On the two quarterbacks that Sean Payton had during his era that he could win with, he only won with Drew. He only had a winning record with 3. He had a winning record with Drew Brees. He won games with Teddy Bridgewater. He won games with Jameis, but I can't include Jameis in this for the simple fact Teddy and Drew was the only 2 quarterbacks with the mental capacity to operate that offense. Mm-hmm. Anybody else that started under Sean Payton did not win a game.
Well, Taysom went 7-0.
But Taysom kind of different. Taysom like a gimmick.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Taysom is a cheat code. Taysom is a cheat code.
Larry, that is the quote of the year. You
just
brought up
quarterbacks.
that made so much sense, bro.
Well, the only ones that can catch. Yeah, that makes sense though.
Teddy and Drew.
Taysom did too. Taysom did get his games under Sean Payton too.
Yeah, 7-2. He was 7-2.
Yeah.
Nobody don't like to hear that.
Taysom a cheat code. Taysom a cheat code.
He's different.
Hey, let's be honest. If we truly believe that in Taysom, if we truly believe in Taysom here as the QB1, he would be QB1 right now. Okay?
Yeah, he would not be. We all know he's not.
That's why she's his gimmick.
They never
focus on his gimmick.
But fairness, you only could go so far with that. Sometimes you gotta stand
exactly.
Pocket passing. You can't always take off and run.
So I'm not giving Sean Payton all the credit when really it was Drew. I've been saying that it was
really Drew, y'all. I hate to say it. I never thought. Me and Shaw Game used to say that all the time, and I never thought that Drew would be for me saying that, because look at Sean Payton, how quickly he left the Saints when he got a chance. He was even when he saw
Drew stayed till he couldn't stay no more. Till his arm was about to fall out the socket. He gave it all he had, and every time that man stepped on that field, they respected us. We won. He gave us a fighting chance. You just gotta respect, man. You gotta respect greatness. That man, he earned his stripes, and they cheated him for whatever reason. I guess it was tied to Sean, but Drew used to go out there. He was a soldier. He a soldier in my book.
Roger Goodell and Sean had beef because that trophy wasn't supposed to come to New Orleans.
It's gonna spill over to your team. Anybody.
So is.
But I ain't mad at it for doing it though. I ain't mad at it.
Right.
I ain't mad at it for getting us one, but hey, repercussions came behind it.
We'll give him credit for that.
When you look at the newly success of, not cutting y'all off, but when you look at the newly success of what the Saints look like, even with Drew and Sean coaching and playing with this team, we should have had way more than what we got. So when we bring it up, it's like, okay, 2009, that's old. And it is old. We need something else. We need something new. And when you look back on the success of the organization, we should have had a lot more.
And I think that's the problem with Saints fans. That's why we have such a bad taste in our mouth, so to speak, because we know we should have had more, and I think that's why a lot of us
as an organization what we were capable of.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all.
2011 was in the bag. Right now, you know what happened with the Rams? That was in the bag.
2017. I mean, come
on. The 49ers, when your boy pushed off in the end zone. No, the Vikings, when your boy pushed off in the end zone.
Yeah, when Kyle Rudolph pushed TJ. When Kyle pushed TJ, I said, that's a PI. He ain't called it. They said touchdown. I just said, man, you know what? We can't catch no break, man.
It's
He
fact.
can't catch
It's
no
all
break.
facts. And I'm gonna point something else out to another player that been caught heat for the last couple of years was Michael Thomas. But Mike put himself in that position because he went all out for Drew. He
Yeah.
played hurt that whole year. A lot of them
Man,
players
you
went all out
supposed
for
to
Drew.
when you
Mike
playing with a
sacrificed his
quarterback
career
like
damn
that.
near.
He stuck his neck out, and I liked that their relationship, and I don't care. Like
But
they made each other. Like it just gave Drew that. Like man, I
Yeah.
ain't never
That's
seen
why
nothing
I
like
don't.
him.
Yeah.
and
That's
Mike
why
did
I
the
don't
same thing for
understand the
Jameis.
hate.
Mike
Yeah, he
Mike
did.
That's,
Mike did the same thing for Jameis last year.
yeah.
But guess what?
That's why
As
I don't
long
Says a lot
understand
about his
as
the
you,
character,
hate.
though.
but if you take it back on
Everybody
how you
Hey,
don't realize
take it back on how
they
you
don't
say
they
hey,
don't
let
James
me
and
let me let
was
nobody
me
like that for Urban Meyer.
don't realize,
hey, let me ask y'all
nobody
this here,
don't realize
dog. I'm
what
gonna let
Mike
Eric
Patrick
finish.
was, man. Go
Okay,
ahead,
but
home.
I wanted to ask y'all this here, bro. Okay, now because Jameis is gonna play a lot today. Are they possibly shopping Jameis and we go with the rookie as the backup and keep Taysom Hill as the
Nah,
third?
I don't think.
That's
No,
The only way we shopping, James, if a quarterback is like a quarterback like you seen what happened to with that young man who got hurt, Joe Burrow. If somebody loses their quarterback for the season, that's the only way you see Jameis get shopped. There's no quarterback in the NFL right now that we could sit there. We would lower our value. His value is too high to shop Jameis right now. I would wait a little while. If somebody get a major injury, that's the only time you shop your quarterback. But
I
as for
would
right
hold
now,
on.
Mm-hmm.
I would hold on to Jameis Winston as long as possible.
The
let that
rookie
rookie
ain't
stay a rookie.
We
showed us nothing yet. So we can't say trade Jameis and the rookie ain't showed nothing.
but I'm gonna
right.
Yeah,
say
but in practice he
Right.
has.
whoever
In
whoever
practice he
looking
has.
But
at
And
he'd had some
I know
bad
a lot of
days
people
too.
say practice. In
The other day he
practice,
just threw 4 picks.
for those who have
He,
watched him in camp and seen Jake Hayner's the real deal.
he just threw
I
4
can't
picks
no
the other
longer
day.
say that.
he
I'm
He
threw
just
seeing what he's doing in practice.
he,
but listen, he probably threw. That's why when I heard whoever it was made the comment that said that it's a possibility that Rookie can start because I saw in an article and this had to be like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, that boy was outshining Jameis in camp.
Yes,
He was
yes,
outshining Jameis in
yes, he
camp.
is.
And
Yes, he
like,
is.
man, if he playing with the threes, James with twos, and he
We
outshining
gon' we
him,
gonna find out.
it's
We're
a
gonna
We gonna
find out,
find
possibility
out
y'all.
that
during
you
the
know
We're
what?
game.
gonna find
But you
out.
know what?
And
But
I know a lot
that's
of
threes going
Jameis
against threes
fans.
now.
I know a lot of
Keep in
Jameis
mind.
fans not liking what she's saying, but it's a fact that in practice, what the coaches are raving about, and everybody, the players, they're raving about Jake Hayner.
they
And I hate
rate
to say it.
about him
Right.
for real. They
Y'all
But you
rave
know,
go
about
check out
him.
Nick
but,
Underhill. Go
hold
check
up.
Nick Underhill and all of the analysts. Go look at all the people who are there. They're saying that this kid Jake Hayner is shocking the world in
Yeah.
practice.
They raved about Ian Book too. That's why I'm being
No, no,
cautious.
no, no, no,
I'm
not
being
no
cautious.
Jake.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yes, they
that's
did.
true.
No, they
That's
didn't,
true,
brother.
Larry. That's
No,
true.
brother, they
They
did not.
That's
did.
true.
They
Not
hyped
as much,
Ian Book
not as
up.
much as they.
They
No, they
hyped
didn't.
Ian Book as
listen.
No, they
the
didn't.
next coming to Drew Brees. They hyped it up.
Ian Books didn't get a. First of all, Ian Books did not get a training camp. Ian Books did not because Ian Books. This is the defense of
He,
Ian Books.
he,
Let me hold up, Larry. I'm gonna let you respond to me. Ian Book, in his defense, played in the year of COVID. Okay, he was drafted during COVID. He did not have a training camp. He was thrown in a. He first of all, Ian Book was thrown on the worst game on the history of national football.
That's
They
true.
brought him in when the Saints lost all the linemen, lost all the quarterbacks. So this ain't no situation like with Jake Hayner. Jake Hayner is able to sit under and watch and learn. He's learning from a Jameis. He's learning from a Derek Carr. His situation is totally different than Ian Book, brother.
That's a
I,
good point.
And that's
now.
a fact.
That's a good
I,
point. That's a great
I,
I like
now.
that. I like that. That's true.
Hold up. Now, all I'm
That's
saying is this: let the young man hit the field and let's see what he got before we start crowning people. But now I'm gonna point something
I
else.
agree.
Ain't nobody on here
Now,
I
crowned him.
agree.
Nobody crowned him.
I'm about to make one more point.
We just said
I
what
played.
practice is like.
I
Hold on.
agree.
I'm about to make one more point. I played QB. You played QB. Hump played QB. If a
Right.
QB got talent, regardless of what's on that field with him, some kind of way his talent gonna shine through.
Right. And that's all we say. It's
And
fact.
Ian Book
It's fact.
ain't got
but
no
that's what I'm
talent.
saying though. So you
that's what's happening, brother.
Kind of, sorta, because if it's outshining, I'ma start my rookie before Jameis. If he outshining
but
it's
check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check this out. Everybody,
it's going to be cheaper to the
everybody gonna look good in practice. Everybody look majority of people look good in practice. I want to see him on the field against players that's not ours.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
that's what I want to see.
Shout out to Brock Purdy, my brother, Brock Purdy for the 49ers. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Brock
Purdy ain't been looking too good either.
I got you, but
Purdy ain't been looking that good either lately.
How he looking good? He's a starter.
But he ain't been looking good already. I follow everybody camp report.
He's a starter. I don't care what he looking.
He could be the starter. He ain't been looking too good. Why everybody calling me? Stop calling me. Everybody calling my damn phone right now. 3 calls in a row, brother. Keep calling my damn phone.
Because it's time.
I don't want to talk.
Winston don't look good in practice, brother. Winston can throw 5 interceptions in practice. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, hey, bro. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not talking about Winston.
Hey, bro.
Winston, I'm not even talking on James.
Gonna make plays. They ain't gonna just go down the field on offense all the time.
James gonna be James. I'm not worrying about James. All I'm saying is before we start crowning this boy, let him hit that field and put some skins on the wall first.
Oh, I'm not crowning him. I'm just telling you.
Well, if he come out there on his first couple of drives and start dropping dimes, what's gonna be your reaction? And
what you gonna do?
Telling you this.
My reaction gonna be good, but what I'm saying is I'm not gonna hype nobody up until I see him.
Hype all my Saints players up. I'm sorry.
I'm not hyping nobody until I see him. Y'all already know how I roll. I'm not crowning nobody king, and they ain't did nothing yet.
Okay, so
I ain't you too, brother. My brother, I would never get you to crown somebody because I'm right there with you. My whole thing is what I see and what I've been at when I go through tapes. And this is what my son and I did last week. We go through tapes. We're doing film studies, and we're going to do another film study.
I didn't comment on that, but I was very impressed with that show there, dog. I didn't comment on it, but I was impressed with that show there, dog. Just the film study.
And we're going to do more film studies, and I'm going to have y'all break down the films. We're going to all get on, and we're going to break the films because this needs to be talked about, bro. And the thing is, I'm just a person who's just going to give the man an opportunity. And he's a rookie. We drafted him. And my thing is this: if he turns out, all organizations who run in the organization, if they turn out to be okay, then you look. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. The veteran normally pushed out. The veteran normally pushed out and they go the young way. The teams are not going to overpay for the veteran if they got a quarterback, a young quarterback that could do the same thing. That's just
okay. But you gotta also realize we only got Jameis for 1 year, so they might let him play his contract out and then just gone. So it can go either way. It can go either way. Which way? I don't really care. Long as the starter show up and do his damn job, I don't really care.
Yeah, we all hope and pray that none of them see the field. We hope and pray that Carr is so good that we don't even see Jameis. And the only time we see Jameis is at the end of the game, or handing that ball
and we up by 40.
When we up by 40, and maybe Jameis throw in a little pass or two. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no problem with that. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna bring this up about Dennis Allen once again. And I know people are gonna say once again you're defending Dennis Allen. I want you to understand this. Dennis Allen, and I brought this up several times before. Dennis Allen took over a poor organization in Oakland. There were and I had talked to a bunch of Oakland fans who told me that they could have had Belichick and it was not going to win. Go look at the quarterbacks. Go look at the players. Go look at all the old players that came to that team. Warren Sapp, all them dudes was at 36 years old at the end of their year. Go look at that team, that debacle that they had. Go look at their running game. And as far as last year, if y'all going to talk about last year, could we legitimately could we just say fire Dennis Allen after last year? I don't think so. I think last year, anybody 7-9 in that poor division, that we lost quarterbacks after quarterbacks. I just think that this is the year if you're going to fire Dennis Allen, it has to be this year. If he does not make the playoffs, He does not win a
but
championship.
we lost 6 games. We
In
lost.
this year.
Go ahead. Yeah,
We
but I was
lost
just
what?
saying that we lost 6 games with bad quarterback play last year.
Bad
You know,
quarterback.
games we should have won.
Mhm.
You know, so now it brings me back to what I was just about to ask y'all. You know, I just kind of piggybacked off of the Jameis Winston because Larry, that's what he was talking about with Jameis. All right, now, how many? As we going through this, all right, we got to keep 3 quarterbacks. We can't even throw the rookie on the practice squad. Somebody gonna snatch him. Now, where do you
Thank you.
and with 4 tight ends we already got on the field. Where does Taysom fit in at? So you got to find a spot for Taysom Hill.
They got a roll for him. They said what they got.
No. I'm just meaning as far as for personnel. I'm just meaning as far as for personnel. So that's what I'm saying is that okay, bro, because your long snapper is actually considered a tight end. So with you bringing Jimmy in, now that's 4 tight ends, and then you still don't have the role for Taysom. On where you're gonna keep him at. How many wide receivers we gonna keep?
Taysom gonna be wide receiver.
No. I'm not talking about as far as for his rule. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, well, where would we go? As far as for I know this is a little bit further up the looking glass right now, but when it comes down to the cuts, you're gonna keep 3 wide receivers starting out. Mike Thomas, Rashid, and Olave.
Wait, brother. Are you insinuating we're cutting Taysom Hill?
Not at all.
No, that's not what he's saying. But
not at all.
What he's saying. We're gonna lose somewhere. We're gonna lose somewhere. We're gonna lose something somewhere to keep Taysom is what he's saying. Because Taysom don't have a definitive roster spot.
Taysom's gonna be on special teams. Taysom's gonna run that damn ball at the goal line. Taysom is gonna do Taysom shit.
With y'all.
He's not going anywhere.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all on that. That's a great question, huh? Now, I'm gonna be honest. Look, receivers are gonna be cut. When you have so many tight
good receivers.
Jimmy Graham, you have Jimmy.
It could be a DB. It could be a linebacker. The cut can come from anywhere.
I'm telling you where it's going to get cut. The receivers. We have too many receivers on this roster, y'all. We have way too many receivers on this roster.
It might come as safety. We got a lot of safeties back there.
TJ, y'all are gonna laugh. I don't think Traquan Smith gonna get cut.
Traquan been having a good camp.
Well,
Traquan Smith been having a good camp. He been having a good camp. If he don't get cut, he gonna get traded. They gonna send him over there to his Uncle Sean. He gonna get traded. If he don't get cut.
Remember I said he getting cut this season. He getting cut.
I don't think so.
Right here, he getting cut.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him training camp?
You got another receiver in camp that look good too. I'm trying to see who this is.
We got a lot of them. In this camp. Like they just had to cut Kiki Kute for adding on Jalen Smith. Like they have so many receivers that are good enough to make this roster. I'm just telling y'all, like that's where this roster is really going to get evaluated at. We know.
So you keep 5 receivers and 4 tight ends. Yeah. 5 tight ends.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose.
That's kind of unprecedented.
We're gonna come up short. We're gonna come up short somewhere.
Who all remember? I think it was a year ago. We had Traquan Smith in the chat. Traquan Smith came into this chat and told everybody when he healthy, everybody gonna see a change. Okay. So Traquan Smith has came into this chat. We have encouraged the brother, and if he's listening, because he probably sneaks in time and time. How many people on this panel believe Traquan Smith is going to make this football team? I believe.
Well, I mean, hey, with the veteran presence, dog, and his blocking skills, he is your 4th or your 5th wide receiver.
He the 4th.
Hopefully
nobody else.
I want to see A.T. Perry too. I want to see A.T. Perry take that spot.
Perry gonna make the team. I think Perry gonna make.
But he's gonna make the team. He's gonna make the team.
Somebody gonna be a casualty though.
But check this out, though.
Yes.
I think Traquan's gonna make the team.
When it get to the 53 man, I mean, you know, you gonna keep all your real skill
Rashid,
positions and
Rashid Shaheed and Traquan, they're gonna kind of share that third spot.
Yeah.
Kind of share
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'm just saying again. I'm just saying again. I know it's still early, but
And Rashid,
when
Rashid
it's
hurt
coming
right
down to the cuts, yeah. Well, they just slide them through to see what else these other guys got right now. You don't want to
Some
hurt him and have him out there for the preseason when we don't need him.
sometimes I
Nah,
think
nah, nah,
Traquan
But
nah.
had confidence.
It would
I
be
think.
retarded to use Shaheed for these playoff. It's just three playoff. I mean preseason
Yeah.
games. It's
I
just
think
three
I
play
think
yeah,
Traquan.
preseason games.
I think Traquan had a confidence issue. I really do. I mean, the guy is talented. He
It
did
was
make some
injured. It was
plays.
injured, Henry.
I know, but I think he had a confidence thing going on too because he would drop some balls that he should have caught. So I think once he
yeah.
works on that, he'll be fine.
yeah, if he was
Well,
dropping balls, he could have caught. Remember those
yeah.
games?
Well,
I don't know this just for his
the
sake, but I think Jimmy Graham gonna score his first touchdown against
Man,
Tennessee.
Jimmy gonna make that dome rock if he catch the ball like that. I
He
mean,
gonna get he gonna get
he
his
gonna
first
bring back some
touchdown.
nostalgia
Yeah,
around here
bro.
if he do that.
Look, bro.
He gonna get his
Jimmy
first
That's a
Graham
big
gonna
touchdown.
play
time.
a
That's a
bigger.
big time boost for the team if he come
Jimmy
back
Graham
blowing
gonna
that
play a bigger
Especially
touchdown.
at
role
the
than
goal
y'all think.
line.
Jimmy
yeah.
Graham gonna do more than what y'all think he gonna do. He not gonna be just goal line
I
because
know.
Jimmy took last year off and got healthy.
Yep.
Yep.
You're right.
And
He
that
could
boy
still move,
fly
he could
jet.
still run, he could still move. He just
And
healthy
he
now.
fly jets for a living. Oh yes indeed. We
J-
should have
Telling
a
Jimmy
y'all,
great
man.
season.
See,
Jimmy
bro.
gonna
Jimmy catch a touchdown,
So,
that dome gonna rock. I'm telling y'all.
man, Jimmy catch a pass
so
over
Well,
the
the
let's
middle
talk
of
about
question
somebody.
Kendra
is,
Miller. Let's talk about. We haven't spoken about the rookie Kendra
okay.
Miller. What y'all think about this young man, number 25, man, from
I love his
TCU?
confidence
Hey,
of it.
he
I
got
love that he coming
better.
there
He
saying,
got
"Look,
Practice
better
look good, man. He
year
was
in
good in
I
and
practice.
love
year
it.
out.
I love AK, but I
Yeah,
love
bro.
the
He got
confidence
better.
that Kendrick
He
Miller
got
has."
better.
I gotta see him run a
Hey,
rock
bro.
first, cause talk is cheap for me. I gotta see him run
Well,
that rock.
he learning from AK. If you go look at the training camp, you see him and AK right there. He's feeding into AK. He's learning everything about the kid, and you're gonna learn very quick how good the kid is. I watched the
Yeah,
kid
he is
play
good.
at
I want to
TCU.
see him
The
run that
kid
rock.
Hey, and
Uh,
he's
he's got
he's
Deuce
bigger than AK.
McAllister type speed. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And that's
yeah,
that's another thing that I wanted to go touch on, dog, because I mean you look at Dennis Allen, he's getting away from those little scat backs and he's going back to big
He's going
power
big.
backs
He's going
like it
big.
was. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
going big. He's
sorry
And
going
I
about
big.
mean,
excuse
hey.
the baby shark in the background. I got a little toddler right here, so
That's okay, brother.
Okay, so I see
But
some people in the chat. I see some people in the chat, fellas, talking about our cornerback situation. What y'all feel about that? I really feel like
Adebo,
Great
right
Hey
now,
y'all, hey y'all. I
Adebo won.
think
competition.
Adebo
Adebo.
won that,
I
y'all.
really feel like Adebo gonna win cornerback too.
Adebo
I
won it,
really
y'all.
feel
Bronson
like,
won it.
hey man,
if I'm
Delonte
look,
said,
fingers crossed. If our guys can stay healthy, man, look, with Laddie
I
shut
like number
down,
one. Number one gonna be
Laddie shut down
gonna
the
be
one
that.
he has to field, you ain't got to worry about him and somebody else playing
Roby
the
got that
slot.
slot on
Shutting
lock.
that down. It's about to get
Roby,
Delonte. I
Roby got
don't
the
know. I
slot
don't
on
know,
lock.
Larry.
I don't know about
Larry,
that
I
now.
don't know.
Roby got it on
Alante,
lock.
Alante,
They already said it. They
Alante
already
look
said
like
it.
Roby
Roby got it
Alante
locked up.
look like Alante look
Alante
like
is an
he playing
outside
slot.
corner. He not a slot corner. He an outside corner.
I'm
We
just
gonna see.
saying, look, they've been
We gonna
having
But
enough.
it depends on the matchup. It depends on the matchups. But
Yeah,
he's still gonna play regardless.
yeah,
He's still gonna play regardless. Because he's gonna be able to keep our rotation fresh. You,
I
you,
want
you,
to see
you,
this
you, you
battle.
can
I
pull
want to see this
Lattimore
battle
out
with
and put him in. You
Nick
can pull the
Anderson
Debo out and
yeah.
put him in.
is
He's
the
gonna
guy
keep
from
us
Tulane. I
fresh.
want to see too. That
That's
Tulane
good.
kid, Nick Anderson. I really want to see him because we had some
Yeah, the
Yeah,
good.
Nick Anderson.
I want to see Nick Anderson. I want to see
I
if
want to
he
see
got it
DeMarco
for him.
Jackson. I want to see what the hype is with DeMarco Jackson. That's what I
DeMarco
want to see.
Jackson. Yeah, that's another kid I want to
yeah,
see.
because he haven't done
That's a good
anything
one.
So
since he
That's a
he's
good
came.
supposed
So
to
But
we
what
start
don't
at
about
know
middle.
what
Jalen
he's gonna
Smith,
do.
y'all? We got Jalen Smith. How many of you guys are excited about Jalen Smith?
Hold on, wait
I don't
now.
know.
Ain't forget how he hit my twin in the head. We ain't forget when he hit him in the head and they called that play when he was playing for Dallas. That took the win out of everybody. That was intentional. And you know, I ain't gonna lie,
Well,
when
you
Jalen
forgave
Jalen
Jameis.
play.
You
Jalen can
forgave
play.
Jameis.
He
You
can play.
forgave Jameis. You forgave Jameis. Jameis was forgiven for hitting Marshawn,
Man, he
Marshawn
poked
Lattimore,
man, that man
Marshawn
poked him in the
Lattimore.
head. He poked Laddie in the head, man. That wasn't this was a helmet to
Look,
helmet look. Helmet to
Jalen
helmet.
Smith
It was
only
critical. They
coming
didn't
into the
call that.
game.
You right, sis. I remember that. You sure did.
Yeah, that was
Jalen
vicious.
Smith.
You know.
Only time we gonna see Jalen Smith this year is if Pete Werner or Demario Davis come out. That's the
Go
only
down,
time we gonna see him in there.
No. He's gonna play that. He's gonna play. He's gonna play the replacement. He's gonna play that. He's gonna play the position that we lost the kid from Atlanta. What that young name? Ellis, Caden Ellis. He's gonna play that Caden Ellis position.
He slept my brother, man. I never. I don't know. I mean,
he's gonna play that Caden Ellis position. He gonna see the field.
He rocked him. He rocked
Hey,
him.
look, I want to point this out too. Look, I saw a lot of Saints fans when Kareem Hunt came into town. A lot of y'all got
Say who that? Say who that? Say who that?
Y'all got you're like too excited about Kareem Hunt. Look, let me tell y'all, we got a loaded running back from y'all. A loaded one. Jamal Williams, Kendra Miller is gonna hold it down.
Say who that? Say who that?
Keep your eye on Kirk Merritt. Keep your eye on Kirk Merritt. I got a good feeling about that kid. Okay. Keep your eye on Kirk Merritt.
I hope he stays healthy because he's been having
a wide receiver, but he can play running back.
Okay. Yeah, I knew we had another Kurt on there.
But he also is possibly our fastest player.
I feel like we're gonna have a good preseason game. Everybody excited. These dudes healthy.
But he built like a running back. He bulked up like to handle the running back load. So I really want to see him.
I
like Kirk Merritt. I like Kirk Merritt. I like Kirk Merritt. He just got to stay healthy. That's his whole thing. That's
why he bulked up. That's why he bulked up.
And he bulked up. Yeah, I like Kirk Merritt. They was going to replace him with he better make his due because they was going to replace him with Kareem Hunt, and we would have never saw Kirk Merritt. So he has to step up.
You can't pass up on a Kareem Hunt. You can't pass up on him.
You can't look. I got excited for a while, but then I was like, our running room is we pretty much stacked. But
that would have been a loaded running back room. That would have been too loaded.
Let me ask y'all something. What y'all think about the special teams? Y'all looking forward to special teams, the kicker, the penalties, all that stuff?
Oh yeah. I want to see this battle.
Hey, look, I want to see somebody push Will Lutz.
They already got somebody pushing Will Lutz. It's Groupie.
Yeah, I know.
He's already pushing.
I want to see Group A push Will Lutz because look, I didn't like what I saw from Will Lutz last season. You know,
I didn't either.
He was missing some kicks.
I think Lutz was still hurt.
You guys got to understand.
I think he was still hurt. I think he was playing hurt.
I think he was still hurt too.
Hold up, bro. You know, wait. We talking about big nuts Lutz and 260-yard field goals, dog. That we should have won. I mean, come on, man. Let's not give up on the man already.
I think he was still hurt.
Y'all gotta understand. He was injured, dog. I'm not making it.
But last year he had a mediocre season at best. I mean, some of those kicks that we was thinking.
He had his first bad year.
And sometimes we're gonna have those playing the field position. And if I need my kicker to get me a 55, I need you to get out there and do your job. I want job to do.
I'm telling y'all, that's why
he made a lot of motherfucking long kicks.
Yes.
We need to have our special teams playing well, man.
I didn't say I want Will Lutz cut now. I'm just saying I want somebody to push him.
You want him pushed.
You want competition.
Man, we need to make sure our special team is playing well.
I want him pushed just like everybody out there getting pushed around. A freaking running back.
Right.
We got competition at every position except quarterback.
That young man, that running back we got that came out and said, "Hey, look, I'm coming for that top spot." You think that don't motivate Alvin Kamara? Of course it does.
Why you think Alvin came back in the condition the way he was?
That's what you want, man.
Alvin looked like the Alvin Kamara as a rookie.
That's right.
Let me tell you something.
You want somebody to say, "Hey, look, I'm coming for your job, man."
They drafted his replacement. Y'all don't want to hear that, Saints fans.
That's right.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, bro, you made $80 million, dog.
Next man up.
Right.
Next man up.
Next man up.
That's the way football go.
Next man up.
You can't be emotional in this game.
Fan favorite stuff, man. We're trying to win.
Look, out of Elvin,
easy.
I got a picture with him, so I'm good. You can see him.
I love Alvin. I got his jersey.
Barbershop,
My son bought me his jersey. How you do?
We ain't doing no tripping, but it's really next man up because
I think
see,
Cameron got me that one, and you
we
got me
used
the Zion. Two of my favorite jerseys. Both of my sons gave me Zion, and they gave me Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I mean,
Kamara wasn't hurt
man,
last
I
year.
like his attitude.
Dennis
You know,
Allen was
that's why
messing
we
with
said
that
before on
offense.
the other show, y'all. When we talked about it before, we talked about that on the show. I had no problems with that young man saying, "Hey, look, I'm the best. I want to be the best, and I'm coming for the best." I got no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't talk to my brother like that. Don't, because that's still.
I ain't got no problem with it, sis. I want a guy on my team that
You
want
want
to
a
win,
dog?
though.
Don't you want another dog, sis? Don't you want another dog?
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, I love Alvin. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I love him.
I like that. Look, I want the next man up, the next dog, next choo-choo train, whatever you want to call it, come on aboard. You know, same thing with, again, we go back to the quarterback. Man, I'm excited about Derek Carr and his journey with the Saints. We can't, look, it's so far-fetched what he did with the Raiders and how he looked in past years. And again, when we crunch numbers, him and Drew numbers are real similar, but you're not Drew, if that makes sense. So Derek then bulked up. He got muscles now. He came down here, and I look like changed his whole demeanor. So I'm ready to see some good Saints football. I'm so serious from all skill position groups. I don't know nobody going out there dropping no passes. I want to see drop dimes. I want to see vertical. I want to see you stretch the field. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see my
see tackles
And I
move.
want you guys to remember it's the very first preseason. We want to see. Let's not focus on win. We just want to focus on what the first teamers are doing. Let's not act like
That's
we're
all I'm
supposed to
looking for.
win.
And no injuries.
No injuries.
And tackle some damn body.
No injury. Yeah, tackle.
Tackle somebody.
Tackle
That was my
somebody.
biggest
Yeah.
problem last year.
Get that rush out. Yeah.
Lock them tackles up.
Because you ain't get,
No more
like I
missed
said, they didn't
tackles.
get no real preseasons last year.
Say, bro,
So they got opportunity now.
we thought
EJ, I know you want to close this thing. We got like 11:54. You could ask everybody the predictions. I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, we 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away from game time. First game time of the 2023 season, y'all. I think the biggest question today I'm gonna ask from y'all: who is y'all biggest sleeper this preseason? Give me one name. One name. I'm gonna start with
And our team?
on our team.
Give me Graham.
Well, I would say DeMarco Jackson.
You say in this preseason game?
I'm saying for the
sleeper.
to make this roster, to make this team, who is the sleeper to make this this football team?
Okay,
it's too many to name.
Brian Edwards.
I like that one. Everett.
Who you got, Everett?
Brian Edwards.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one, Larry.
I just got one player I'm curious to see, and that's Kirk Merritt. I just want to see him. I just want to see him out there catching balls in the backfield. I want to see what he can do.
Okay. Oh, give me one.
Look,
I like that Smoke Monday.
I'm gonna make y'all laugh, dog, because I was gonna say Smoke Monday. That's exactly who I was about to say, Smoke Monday.
That's a good one.
That's why I got Smoke Monday. That's why I'm looking to see because he got hurt, and I think he's back and he's healthy. And I'm looking to see him make the team because we had high expectations of him, and that boy could play for real.
Yes, he can.
Anybody
watch Auburn? Anybody watch the Auburn Tigers? Know that this dude should have been drafted. This dude was a beast. I don't know how he got overlooked, to be honest. And last year before injury, we thought he was going to make this football team.
Y'all talking about Smoke?
Smoke Monday.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm going Nick Anderson. I am really intrigued to see how this kid plays. I know he is.
Could he be the next Sam Mills, EJ? Could he be the next Sam Mills?
I know he's small, y'all, but he's got a Sam Mills heart, man. I really like this.
And that goes a long way.
Long way in football.
I think he can provide some real linebacker depth.
They dropping the dimes in the chat, bro. Look at what Ryan said. Jordan Howden. I didn't heard none of y'all talk about Jordan Howden from the University of Minnesota.
Yeah.
He ain't been making no noise.
He's making noise in practice.
Isaiah, that's a good
the only thing I heard from Howden was he had that one pick on a Hail Mary situation. I heard in training camp. So, well, hopefully he do well as well, because Marcus May needs to be pushed back there as well. Marcus May is another one I want to see get some fire up in his butt this
He looked
season,
pretty good in
I did not
practice.
like.
Marcus May looked pretty good in
I ain't like
practice.
what I
Hey,
saw
brothers,
last season.
I'm a sign off. I'm a sign off, dog, because we getting ready to kick off in about 2 minutes.
All right, well, we about to all sign off.
Okay, well, who that?
All right.
EJ, you got the last word, EJ.
All right, y'all. It's game time, baby. Look, remember what me and Shoe Game said. It's the first couple of drives. Don't sit there and be going crazy about them making mistakes.
Say who
Come
that?
on,
Jim
Saints
Jones. Say who
fans.
that?